In 2006, a man slept in a subway bathroom with his 5-year-old son. He wasn't a victim, he was a man in the middle of a recalibration. Chris Gardner lost nearly everything. His money, his home, his marriage. He was carrying a medical scanner nobody wanted to buy, and a son who depended entirely on him. Most people would look at that moment and see the bottom of the abyss. Chris Gardner saw it differently. He saw it as the only point from which there is nowhere left to go but up. Success is not a straight line. It's a series of falls you choose not to stay down from. And what separates the people who make it from the people who don't is exactly what happens in the 30 seconds after the hit. This is not a story about luck. This is a story about personal architecture. At the Dean Witter internship, every single candidate had exactly the same hours, the same desk, the same phone, the same opportunity. But Chris discovered something the others were ignoring. Every time you hang up the phone, you lose time. And time, when you have no plan B, is the only currency you have. He stopped drinking water during calls. He was dialing the next number while returning the handset. These weren't grand heroic gestures. They were micro decisions made by someone who understands that desperation, properly directed, becomes a competitive advantage. I call this the desperate advantage. This isn't romanticism, it's neuroscience. When the brain eliminates alternative exits, it activates a level of focus that comfort can never produce. The Rubik's Cube he solves is not a party trick. It's a live demonstration of real-time upskilling, the ability to learn fast and prove your value before the door closes. Personal growth doesn't happen in moments of inspiration. It happens when your daily habits are bigger than your excuses. Every single day. No audience, no applause. The Declaration of Independence doesn't promise happiness. It promises the right to pursue it. And that distinction changes everything. The film is called The Pursuit of Happiness because the process is the product. We often forget that in a culture of instant success. In your darkest moments, a career change, a business that won't take off, the greatest victory is not the outcome. It's remaining whole while you walk through the fire. Your self-image is the most fragile and most powerful asset you own. You can lose the job, the house, the money. But if you lose the image of who you are capable of becoming, you lose the game before it even starts. Chris Gardner doesn't sleep in that bathroom as a victim. He sleeps there as someone who chose to protect his son and his dream at the same time. That choice in that moment is personal growth in its purest form. When he finally crosses that threshold, he isn't crying because of the job. He's crying because he knows he never betrayed himself. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something, not even me. That line isn't cheap motivation. It is a declaration of sovereignty over your own destiny. Success is not the moment when everything aligns perfectly. Success is the moment when your preparation meets the opportunity you created yourself. Happiness is not something you wait for. It's something you pursue every single day.